Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to City Skylines. Now today what we're planning to do is try and increase our tourism a little bit. Now we still do have quite a demand for industrial, residential, commercial, but today we're just going to try and increase our tourism a little bit. Not by much, just get a little bit more. So, how are we going to do this? Now, I think the most logical place to put a tourist spot is actually in the areas with the offices. Or maybe it's worth putting it with the high value housing. Where did we end up putting our metro rail line over here? Let's go to public transport quick. There. So we end up putting that there. So I think that would be a good place to put that. So hopefully, although we've now lost a fair few residents, that should increase the land value around it alone, which it is doing quite well. But that should also increase our tourism. So as you can see, not any visitors or tourists yet this week, but that should hopefully go up. And the reason I put it here is because at the moment, obviously coming off of this roundabout, it all works superbly. No issues with it whatsoever at the moment. So, and as you can see, our junction here is still working lovely, very well. Alright, what we're going to do is... I'll tell you what else we can do this episode, is we are going to buy this square here. Now, what are we going to do with this, I hear you ask? Well, to start with, we're going to go over here. Going to start off a road, go as deep as possible. And we're going to join that up to there. Now that allows two-way traffic down to there. Turn that off for now. That will increase our traffic along this bit slightly, but from what I can tell, we have no issue with traffic coming in or out of there at the moment, none at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure up a district. Just measure it out like so. Like that. What we're going to do is a nice long road like that. And we're going to do sort of off runs from there. Now, you'll probably have people screaming and chatting at me saying, oh, that don't look very much like a forestry area, and if truth be told, it doesn't. But this is just to get some forestry land for us at the moment. So what I'm going to put here is industrial. hopefully people will start eating that up. As it is quite a nice area, and it is a large area at that. So we're going to join that up there. We will have to put a, let's say, a large fire station over here. We'll put a small police station, because you shouldn't get that many things, and we'll also put a small hospital as well. Now that has spent all our money. We've spent a lot of money just now doing that. But what this should do is our income should go up, not only because we're getting income from our forestry stuff, but we're spending less on importing materials for our city. Now that is a very large area, I will admit. That is a large area. But if we go over here and have a look how many people are actually using that road, not many at the moment. Obviously that will build up because there is quite few actual forestry bits here at the moment. Woody's Wood, love it. Original wood products. Lumber Company, helpful. Lumber Company, Woody's Wood again. Planks for Life, I like that one. Right, so that's that set up. Let's have a quick look at our building over here. So we're getting 9 tourists per week and 58 visitors per week, or last week at the moment, which isn't much. Spending $1,600 a month on unique buildings. Our money isn't doing the best at the moment, which is to be expected with how we've got things set up at the moment. What am I looking at here? That shouldn't be like that, should it? Oh, it shows inactive areas, I see. Right. So as you can see, there's quite a demand for forestry stuff over here. At the moment, we haven't got any workers. Now, how are we going to solve that? Well, we're going to put in another one of these. And when we got 14,000, we'll join that up there. Tell you what. Why not? 20 grand loan. We can pay that off quite quickly. Where was I? There. That one. Join to that one. So the one we want to adapt is green, the 5 lines one. So if we go back into here, quick, turn off all of them so we can just see the green line. What we're going to do is we're going to pull that line down to there. So we've still got a stop here, but we've also now got a stop here. So hopefully that will help us with getting our workers to work. Right, now we're out of residential area. At the moment we seem to be doing quite well over here. Our high density is practically full. We don't want to add much more to that because that will just cause issues. Yeah, we're not earning a lot of electricity from this hydro plant. We may get rid of it at some point in the future, but for now that can stay there. Right. How are we going to put on more residential without causing too much hassle? Right, what we're going to do is 3 little blocks of high density just here for now. It's not going to be there permanently, it's just to get our residential up. I'm also going to put high density shops in here. That should hopefully get gobbled up, and that should relieve us of our issues with the demand at the moment, and that should also increase the demand for all of this. Now, as you can see, not enough workers, which is fair enough because we have put quite a large area for them to handle. So we do need to try and increase the amount of workers we are getting. Now, if we quickly go into happiness, no. Can't remember which one it is. That one. Unemployment is only at 4%. So that is very low. That means most jobs are taken. Although there are 1,300 not working. 2,300, sorry. I think. I don't know, I can't do maths tonight. Now, there's not much we can do to sort that. 3%. The unemployment rate is going down. People are getting jobs, you can see they are. I mean, it is fluctuating quite a bit, but we're getting 71 births per week and only 60 deaths per week, so we are gaining people, and as you can see, people are coming over here to work. What we're going to do is we're going to turn off our traffic lights, because there's not enough people over here yet to justify having those turned on. Right, we can see people are using this now. Quite a few people are using this. Now what's happened here is the typical case of we've given them too much choice of where to work. So what's happened is everyone's picking where they want to work, and we haven't got enough people to justify the amount of jobs that we have available. Now we can't expand our city because we haven't got to the next milestone yet. I'm not sure when the next milestone is, I can't remember. Can't remember how you check either. That one. 28,000, so that's quite a way away at the moment. That's going to be quite difficult to get to with a city of this size. So this is going to be interesting. I say we put a small bit of high density here, not much, just a bit. So if we open up this road, put in one of these. Put in one of them. Right, so that's created our little loop. Now, we're not going to have much on here. Right, so that's created our little area. Traffic lights are turned on at the back. Let's turn them off. Now the reason I've left this side free is so we can expand it if we want to. Let's fill that up. People should start flocking to there, which does look like they are. Again, we're going to offer public transport. We'll plonk that there. Join it up. Right, there we are. So that line now has quite a few stops. 7 stops on that line. Let's just call it main line for now. Turn on the rest. Now we're getting quite a few abandoned buildings. What is the case of that? Got someone dead over here. I mean, come on. Where is my hearses? Where are you all? You got 2 crematoriums right there and you're struggling to pick someone up round the corner. Come on, guys. Not enough customers. Right, there's quite a demand for commercial at the moment, even though they're complaining they've got no customers. I think that may be because of the size of these, if I'm perfectly honest. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get rid of those 2 rows. We're going to fill one up with commercial. I'm going to leave the other one spare for a moment. We're trying to phase out a lot of the low density stuff. We want to try and get rid of that. We just want to phase it out. Get rid of that road. Go all the way down, please. Just helps traffic flow a little bit better. I might even make past the police station, past this point, one way. Or if I do it past the police station. Yeah. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make all of this one way. Now because that's one way, you can have 2 lines of traffic and people know that they've got to go back up this way to get out. Now police cars and the ambulances can still go in either direction. But cars that are already down here have to go that way. Which I think is fair enough. And that should help with our traffic situations. 93%. Our traffic flow is still very good. Getting a little bit of traffic build up over here, but that's not part of our city at the moment. We've not done anything to that. It's just the sheer amount of people coming off around the motorway. People are still building over at our forestry area, which is good. Still got a fair demand for commercial. We can fulfill our commercial demand right now if we fill this in. That should completely fulfill our demand for commercial. Fingers crossed. And again, we're still not doing too bad on traffic. I do believe our public transport is actually taking the brunt of Yeah, 1,300 per week. I do think our public transport is taking the brunt of all of our people around. I mean, you can see the sheer amount of people at the station there. I mean, look at them all. Got quite a few dead people over here. Just give them a mortuary. Crematorium, I mean. Right, now we still got demand for our residential. This one's going to be slightly longer this episode by the looks of it. I don't want to bring our high density too close to our high end. Just for the sheer fact of that being the high end, you don't want them to mix. So what we're going to do is we'll go 3 out that far. We will finish off this high end and then we'll leave it there. We'll go over quickly what we've done and we'll leave it there for that episode. Right, fill that up with high density. People should hopefully start building there. Yeah, we've got people building. Right. You're struggling as well, are you? You not got one? Right, we've got more than capacity. It's just getting them quick enough. It might even be worth increasing the budget for healthcare. So we're going to wang healthcare up. That should hopefully decrease the amount of deaths we get. Which is in that one. 109 deaths per week, 115 births. So we're still getting a positive population. It's still going up. 87 deaths per week, 147 births. That's good. Just see where it stands on the next change. Still at the same. 93, 145. Yeah, it does seem like increasing our healthcare budget has helped our issues. Wow, we're getting a lot of people move in at the moment. Around 300 a week, which is excellent. Obviously, because this road is one way, people can't hop from side to side. Which I guess can be a little bit annoying, but it shouldn't make much of a difference. Our high interest tower isn't attracting too much tourism. I've never been a huge fan of tourism. I've never managed to make it work for some reason. Alright, not enough workers still. That's interesting. And apparently no one is using our metro stop. Which I find quite surprising because people still need to get to work. How's traffic doing over at this point? Still going okay? Seems to be flowing alright, which is good. It's all coming out right, and because it's in one direction, it knows where it's going straight away. And it works its way around and back onto the main road, which seems good to me. Right, so guys, I do believe we're going to end it there. We've done a fair bit this episode. We've come off the highway and made another high density, so we've increased our high density load on this world. That's coming up red, but that's actually not too bad. That's still flying quite well. It's not backing up at all. It's just a bit of a choking point. How are we doing on electricity? Still producing enough. Marginal, but we're still producing enough. Water and sewage is okay. Rubbish still okay. Doing really well on crime at the minute. Still only 6%. Education, obviously, we'll try and increase that a little bit. I mean, we could chuck a little school in here. Yeah, let's chuck a little elementary school in there, and we'll chuck a high school in there as well. Just to make them happy, this little bit of high density. Hopefully that'll increase our productivity a little bit as well. Levels. Everyone seems fairly happy. This pollution should start to, as you can see here, the pollution is a lot less than what it is here, so it is starting to wear itself away, which is good. You can still see the slight discoloration in the water, but we should be able to sort that. I am thinking about putting a dam there and turning it off. Hopefully that would stop the water from going in that way. So, last count, 63 deaths per week, 179 births. That's excellent. Unemployment rate is at 2%, which is again excellent. We're exporting quite a few forestry products as well. Quite a fair few forestry products, more than we are actual goods. Yeah, it's doing really well, so we are exporting quite well. Land value. Land value's gone up again, back from 17 to 18 again. Districts, we've got one district, and that's just our forestry area. And city attractiveness has gone up from, I think it was 9% before, now to 11. So, on total, I'd say we're fairly happy with our city at the moment. And what I'm especially pleased about is how well the traffic is doing. Because we've got no areas which are really binding up, which is quite impressive for a city of this size already. I mean, 22,000 population, and we've not really got a road that's slowing down at all. Everything seems to flow quite well, people are knowing where they're going. I mean, even the one-way system on here is doing quite well. What I will just check though is, yeah. Obviously the public transport has a huge thing to do with that, because I mean, if we got rid of the public transport, I reckon this city would just crumble pretty much. The traffic will become a lot more hectic. Now we will increase our forestry area, but obviously at the minute it's not very likely, because obviously we're getting a few abandoned buildings on, not having enough workers, and obviously there's still 7 jobs available there. So I think the thing to increase at the moment would be this. So what we'll do, just quickly before we finish, I know I said I'd finish a second ago, but is that and that. and that also allows free flowing traffic between the two sides. Let's quickly turn all that off. Right, so guys, I'm going to end this here because it ran on a lot longer than I was expecting it to. It should have only been 20 minutes and it's actually been half an hour. So we're going to end this here. We've done quite well. I'm quite pleased with how well we've done at the moment. Doing good on water. Tourism's not the best still. I'll have a little brush up on that, maybe do a test world and see how we can increase our tourism. But on the whole, I'd say traffic tip top. Our public transport, although we're not making money from our public transport, it is helping with our traffic situation. We're not making too much of a loss on it, to be perfectly honest, only about, I'd say, between 500 and 1,000. Other than that, I think we're doing really well. Right, so thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Ding dong that notification bell to keep up to date with any other videos that I post or share or anything along the name. If there's anything you want to see, either this game or another game, any tutorials or anything, don't forget to put that in the comments box below. Hit the like button if you've enjoyed, and dislike if you've disliked it. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.